you but not. Just give me a second. We let me check. Systems are good. Okay, we are good to go. Hello, Rocketeers, everyone. Welcome to a new day, new exclusive webinar with Rahul, who's the founder of Dictation Daddy. So if you hate consistent typing, on your desktop, on your laptop, whatever, then today's deal showcase is for you. Today's deal is for you. It's one of the very unique deals we brought on Rocket Hub because I think it's one of the products which are required in these days when everyone is prompting, everyone is going around, hating your to type. So if you want to ease your wrists a bit, so this product is for you. So thank you so much, Rahul, for taking your time and doing this today. Very much grateful.
Yeah. Hi, Karan, and thanks everyone for joining. So, let me just give you a brief about why I started building Dictation Daddy and what is the story behind it.
Yeah.
So actually, exactly around 2 years ago, I started getting pain in my arms because I was typing a lot. And this was the time when instead of our normal workflow of searching on Google and scrolling, the workflow was shifting to chatting to ChatGPT, and that involved a lot of typing. And that's how I started getting pain in my wrist, this elbow, and that's how I started experimenting with the dictation tools which are present there in the market, like the Dragon Dictation, the Mac inbuilt tool, and all those things. And one thing I realized that they all had poor quality. Like they will don't get your intent correctly. They will write random things. They had a very high inaccuracy in their transcription, and uh, that's how I became so frustrated with those tools. Like I experimented with a bunch of tools, and then I started like, let me build one for myself. And during that time, whisper models were getting popularity because they had a very high accuracy. So I was like, can I plug the whisper model and use that output to insert directly at the cursor location so that I don't have to type, and I can use that as a replacement for the dictation tools. So that's how I just built a small open source code base. And um, I was like thinking what to name it, and I was like, all these dictation tools are shit. I'm building something better. Let me just name it Dictation Daddy. Like it's a daddy of dictation in terms of reliability and accuracy. So that's how the name came. And just like it was like I would say a meme name. Like I never thought about that name, and then I published this on GitHub. I also
Okay.
built some extensions around it, and I actually did an interesting challenge during this time where for every day I was uploading a video showcasing my progress of building this tool and taking it to a certain revenue. And I did that for 30 days. The tool got like so popular in Chrome Web Store because it was easier to install and use. And I got few paying users through that. So that's how the whole genesis of the tool came, the genesis of the product came.
That's great. That's, I think, good background. I think that it came out from your own experience that it was you typing, you coding a lot, you were typing a lot, and then this through this you got out of that pain, you built it own tool. And I think also so the Dragon product, which we always keep comparing to, very expensive. I think when we
Very
saw the
expensive.
product cost, it was $700 for one license, right?
Correct.
So that's a lot of money to be paid for a tool like this.
Exactly. Exactly.
So I think that's also one thing which like it we do the same better job at a very reasonable price, so for everyone to use. Yeah, that's a good thing. So when did you guest on Chrome Store, and when you guested in the Chrome Store, within how many days you got how many Chrome users?
Correct. So I would say I was able to list the app in a week. Like the basic prototype, I got live in a week. And one issue for me was during that time, not a lot of people were habitual of using dictation. So, so I
Huh?
actually used to face resistance from people. They would say that we don't dictate, we type,
Mhm.
and we write at very fast, like we are very fast in typing, so we don't need this tool. So that kind of resistance I used to face. But I found out some of my core audience which were actually Dragon dictation users only. They were frustrated by Dragon dictation because it doesn't work it doesn't work everywhere. Like Dragon puts artificial limits that you can't use it in Chrome URL bar, you can't use it in certain softwares, you have to upgrade the tool. So all those things were there. But and to answer your question, I would
Uh,
say within a week I was live on Chrome Store, and from the next 2 to 3 weeks I started getting some users. One of the user actually paid me uh, close to $100 for 1 year subscription during that time when I was still building it.
oh, that's nice. That's great. Yeah, that's I think great progress when you're still building it, you're getting paid for it. So amazing. Let's get into the product now, and people are interested to understand how the dictation works and what else can be done inside the product. So let's start with it. You can feel free to share your screen.
So one thing, the problem is uh, when I have to check when I'm sharing my screen that the tool sometimes doesn't work because of the permission issue. But let me try.
Okay. And can you tell others on which platforms dictation data is available right now?
Yes, right now it's available on. Let me just show you. So right now it's available on Mac, Chrome, Windows, and Android.
Cool.
So these are the
And do you
platforms.
have any other platforms? Of course, the next thing which you're working on is iOS app,
iOS,
right?
yes,
Okay, perfect.
correct. So that's the plan. I will show you some, very interesting use cases of the product when I actually
Sure.
started building it. So I used to do a lot of reach out to people to, to showcase my product actually. Uh, so one interesting thing that I did was I used to actually send demos of how I am reaching out to them by recording the screen and showing that that's how I'm using the product. Let me just give you a very quick example.
Okay.
So hi everyone, Rahul this side. Uh, I would love to connect with you. Please use my calendar link to book some time. So you will notice that it automatically inserted the calendar link. And
Oh, that's nice.
when I was actually building this tool, I used to reach out to people to you know for some
Schedule time. Hmm.
scheduling time, basically to give them demo, etc. And that's how I will use my tool to actually do that, because it was faster rather than every time just me copying and pasting my calendar link. So that's how I created some templates. And let me just give you a quick walkthrough of the complete product.
Sure, please go ahead.
Yes. So basically, in a simple terms, it's a tool where you can just press a shortcut button. It will listen to your speech, and once you release the button, it will transcribe that, format that, remove any errors that you might have spoken, and will create a very polished output. So that's the basic agenda or basic functionality of the tool.
Yeah, can you maximize it so people? Yeah, perfect. Yeah, a little bit more zoom if you can make it possible.
So okay.
You just press Command and plus on the Mac.
No, this is not, that's not working.
Okay, I think this much is good. Yeah, this should be good. Okay.
So that's the basic functionality. I will just demonstrate the functionality again.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, this is the demo of the tool. I press the shortcut button. A pop-up appears on the bottom which shows that it is getting recorded. And as soon as I release that button, the text will be transcribed and inserted at the cursor location. So this is the general explanation of the product. And the best part is you can actually expand it by using things like vocabulary, where you put words which are specific to your industry so that they get corrected or they get transcribed perfectly. Second thing is this replacement. Over here you can add common templates, common things that you need to send very often, or you need to create very often. And whenever you say my calendar link, it will be automatically replaced by these replacements. This is the core thing. And then I have a file transcription. So sometimes it happens that uh, you might have a file which you want to get transcribed to see what is the text over there. So I just build this that functionality to make it handy. And all your transcript are shown over here. If you want to just go back and refer to them, you can just copy them. Okay. And one of the feature that I like most is the ability to set external mics. For example, uh, it's very common for people who are coming from Dragon Dictation world that they have their own mics. They have their speech mic, they have other mics. So how do you integrate the current tool with those mics? This can be done using the external control. You basically set these buttons as the shortcut, and then you go to your speech mic and configure the record button over there to map to this shortcut. This leads to this tool getting used with the external mic. This is one of the most I would say
Hmm.
used feature or differentiator for
Okay.
people who are coming from Dragon Dictation world. And one cool thing about the product is the hands-free mode. You press the button twice, and it basically start listening, and you don't need to keep it pressed. And once you press it again, it will transcribe. So this is called hands-free mode, where you don't have to do a button. You can just press the button and keep walking and keep saying your things.
So what shortcut key they have to use to enable this hands-free mode?
So we have this control where we have dictation key shortcut. These keys are supported by default. If you want to enable hands-free mode, you have to press that key twice. If you press and hold, that's where you, as soon as you release it, it will transcribe. But if you double tap it, then you don't need to keep it pressed. After releasing it, it will be basically it will insert the text, it will start transcribing.
Okay, got it.
We have a few more things, like let's say we have a feature called teams, where uh, you can invite your team, and basically you can add other members to your team, which will basically allow you to share the common pool of words with your team members. Let me just enable it for myself, and I will give you the demo of teams.
And this can be used on as many devices as we can, right?
Yes, like it has limits. Like there is no device limit. There is only account limit.
Correct. Account limits. Yeah.
So a single user can have as many devices,
Correct.
but we'll have a quota.
Makes sense.
So these are the team's plan. Just give me a second. Let me just ask my team member to invite me so that I'll show you the functionality.
Okay.
So I asked my team member to invite me to. Yes. So meanwhile, he is inviting me. Any question that you think
Yeah. Okay.
we can.
There's one question about how does dictation diary handle editing commands? For example, can we say things like delete last sentence or new paragraph while dictating?
Yes. So the way it works is you can issue commands like new paragraph, new line. You can say periods. You can say full stop. You can say symbols, name or emoji, fire emoji, all those things. It will actually, you know, make those edits automatically. Like you don't need to get your first row transcript and then issue other commands. You can just say that during the complete transcription, and dictation daddy will be able to handle them. Uh,
So
you
it
know,
can be done.
in
Okay.
I'll just give you an example.
Yeah, just let's show people. Yeah.
You able to see my notes, correct?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hi. In this, I am going to give you a demo of the punctuation commands. So I'm giving this demo new line. You will notice that there is a new line in between these lines. So if this is the output, and you will notice that after the demo, it actually inserted the new line, but the next new line it didn't convert. So like it knows the context. It's not a dumb tool where everything will be transcribed as a new line. It knew that the user over here means actual new line as a command, and over here it the user meant new line as a actual text.
Okay. Got it. Yeah. So it's intelligent in that way that when it understands the way you're speaking, and then it transcribes accordingly.
Correct, correct, correct.
All right. Perfect. Yeah. Cool. Thanks for explaining that how it works. Let me see. There should be. Can I convert some of my type test commands into presets so I don't have to say a whole paragraph to trigger it? For example, slash outreach message. So then it kind of writes the whole thing automatically.
So right now, the way you can do that is, let's say you say outreach, my outreach message. Let's say you have this. Hi, new line. I am Rahul. I am reaching out to you because I loved your product and wanted to congratulate you. So let's say this is the thing that I have added. Now, when I say my outreach message, so you will notice that uh, it will be automatically created.
Yeah, that's what they wanted to see. Okay, so it works, right?
Yeah.
All right, that's good to know. And
Yes. And one more thing that I wanted to show you.
mhm,
So, for example, we have a thing called, we have multiple models, like the
mhm,
standard model. This is instant model. This is ultra model, which is this is this fastest model. Like it will give you the output instantly. So this is the instant model. As soon as I release the key, the transcript will be inserted. Like
okay,
look at this, like it's super fast. Then we have this enhanced model, which takes a little bit more time but gives you very high accuracy. Then this is the model for medical, which is
okay.
optimized for medical kind of things. and
Mm.
and we have this thing, like the, basically I can actually put custom instructions. So the advantage is, uh, if I am not satisfied with my output, I can add things related to my preference, which changes the output based on my need. Let me give it, always translate to Spanish. Let's say this is the custom instruction. Hi, whatever I'm saying is in English, but the output will be in Spanish. Yeah, so you can experiment like this. This is the English text, but the output should be in Spanish language. Yeah.
So multiple languages, we have around 101 right now, right? So
Yes, yes. Languages wise, I would show you these many languages we support. We also have auto detect, like you can speak any language and
yeah,
the tool will infer your language. So a lot of
yeah.
time I've seen that people are speaking in multi languages. Like sometimes they speak in English, then they speak in Spanish or Hindi, whatever. The tool, they don't need to change the language. They will just speak whatever the language they want, and the tool understands it correctly.
Okay, it auto detects.
Yes, it auto detects the
Got
language.
okay. And cool. So we have one more. So and in the AI models, we have Grok, GROQ,
Yes,
and OpenAI right now. And for everyone who is watching this and will watch this, Grok is the fastest for transcription. That's a specified model. So there's no preference of us or the developers over here. Grok is fastest. So and getting the API key for that is very easy. And the same time we added OpenAI because it's popular. Uh, Next, we might work on Claude, but we would always recommend you go with Grok for fastest latency, right?
correct. Actually I can show
Show
you like
the yep, perfect.
so basically, like if you click the keys button, you will be redirected to the page where you can easily create the key, um, and let's say, and like you will get a key. You just put that key over here, and this should be good. Like you don't, like no complicated steps. It's very easy to create keys.
Okay.
And I wanted to show you the Teams feature. So my teammate invited me.
Okay.
Uh, After getting invitation, the invited user will get a mail like this. They have to click the accept invite button, and they will be, accepted to the team. They can just open the app, and once they go to their teams now, they will see that the total teams usage. Like they are seeing that I'm seeing over here that there are total 5 members uh, could be added, and now there are only three, so
Right.
two more could be added, and
Right.
these are the monthly limits
Words.
which words which each one of which the
Yeah.
total teams would be getting.
Correct. And that's divided. So if there are five members, the words are divided across all the five members. Right.
Correct, correct, correct.
Okay. Okay. Perfect.
and and normally, like if you use BYOK mode, this is only for BYOK mode. Like there's a limit on the BYOK mode, lifetime deal mode. Then you can add your keys and you can get unlimited. But and the Grok is also very super cheap. It doesn't cost anything. Like it has very generous free quota as well.
Got it. That's good to know. So yeah, that's perfect. Uh, and of course,
And
people refers that you get some more words.
yes, like if you refer somebody, both of them will get uh, a lot more words, and this way you can keep increasing your things. And there is no limit on how many people you can refer. So that's also a
Got
good
it.
feature.
Got it. And okay, perfect. So can you let us know like what's coming next right now in Dictation Daddy? What are you working on?
Yes. So I have my agenda with Dictation Dad is not just to build a voice to text tool. I actually want to change the way humans, communicate. So when I started building Dictation Daddy, my agenda was I am using my computer, I am using my keyboard to communicate with somebody else, and communicating with somebody has a lot more things, like has a lot more nuances, like first the formatting, the language, the tone, the correctness of the transcription, getting the accuracy high, all those things are there. But then there are other things also, like which which are, uh, not very clear. Like sometimes you are sending a message to somebody, you're sending a mail to somebody, you want it into a certain format, you want it to be in certain tone, you
Yeah.
want it to be in certain structure. So how do I make it easier for my users to make those kind of changes? I'm actually building a different interface. Like for example, if I'm in a mail, I'm replying to somebody, if I select the message, the tool auto suggest change, make it more formal, it doesn't look nice, it gives these kind of suggestions, so that when you click on those suggestions, it actually makes the final output, and it makes the final output suits your taste, and you don't even have to utter those words, or you don't even have to speak or type to make those changes.
Got it.
And
Yeah.
also I'm just cutting down the latency. Right now it is close to 700 for the standard format. I'm trying to take it down to 300 400 milliseconds, and I am adding multi language support in the same sentence. So for example, oftentimes it happens, like I speak Hindi and English. So when I'm speaking to my friends, mid sentence I will speak switch to Hindi. Now the other tools, what they do is they will give you the final output in English or in Hindi. But I am bringing changes so that only those parts which are in Hindi would be converted to English, like the common format that I use to communicate with my friends. The rest will be in English. So these kind of things I'm coming up with. And other things that I'm planning for the product is,
Mhm.
a lot of time I've seen that when you are explaining things to somebody, you might have a very big string or number on your screen, and you can't say it, but how do you get that in the transcription? Like, let me give you an example.
Okay.
I can actually play a YouTube video also
Yeah, sure.
for the
Yeah.
demo. So I'm actually working on some of these demos. So so this is some of the features that I'm prototyping with. Let's say i am I want to create a message. And are you getting the audio also from this? Let me. This is the insert.
Yeah, we are getting the audio, so if
Hey
you want to play
Mark.
it, you can play.
So this is the demo of some of the features that I'm thinking.
Okay, sure.
Hey Mark, this is the insert ID, and the event occurred during the receive timestamp mentioned over here, and you can refer to this particular trace to debug the output. Let me know what do you think. So this is the output that came. Now, if you notice that I never said this insert ID in my transcript, the tool actually picked from my screen movement. Similarly, if you see, it was able to pick the timestamp also. It was able to pick this long trace ID.
Yeah,
So
got it.
so so the plan is actually uh, pick verbal, non-verbal cues, the movement of cursor cues to help user create a sentence, create a message that they can send.
Got it. So yeah, it's easing out communication a lot. I think even if you have to type this out, it would take you more time to like send this message, right?
Yes, exactly. Like for example, I would have to copy it,
Yeah,
like
copy it,
multi
copy and paste it. Yeah.
copy paste
Mm.
those errors. Like, then I have to
Correct.
format it, like add these backticks. The tool does
Mm.
it everything for the user.
Right. Right. Makes sense. Yeah, that's good to know that's what's coming next. And that's what you're working on. So yeah, thank you so much. I think the tool is amazing. So please get your D from Rocket Hub. Right now we're running exclusive with Dictation Daddy. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask in the group inside on the deal page where Rahul is actively answering questions. And please feel free to even reach out to Rahul directly if you have more questions. He's available to answer those to you. And please even reach out to us if you have more questions and if we connect you with Rahul, no problem. So yeah, I think it was a good session, Rahul. Thank you so much for showcasing this thing. And I think we have recently started, so I think we have more questions as people got to know more about the product. So you'll be answering those, of course, in the groups and all the channels and everywhere possible. So yeah, thank you so much for doing this. And before we go wrap this session up, do you have any questions? Do you have any statements to give to anyone who's watching this? I already watched this.
So I would say I'm very open to feedback. I would love to understand how you guys use the product to communicate, what's your preferred style, etc. And I will try to see what could be productized and moved into the product. So if you have any suggestion you want to talk to me, feel free to reach out to me. Would love to connect with you over a call as well. So yes.
It's perfect. Perfect. All right. So yeah, that was Dictation Daddy, and I think a pretty good productive tool. So get go on Rocket Hub, and thank you for joining, Rahul. Thank you so much everyone for joining this evening, where we're watching from, and see you soon on the next session. All right. Thank you so
Thanks.
much.
Thanks.
Thanks, Rahul.
Thanks.
Bye bye.
Thanks everyone.